Hello, friends. I am Rose. Welcome to Story with Blue Lady, where we bring you stories full of wonder and excitement. Let's get started. Today's story is The Greedy Dog. Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a dog who was known for his greed. One day, while wandering the streets in search of food, he came across a bustling meat shop. The delicious aroma of fresh meat filled the air, making his mouth water. He sat nearby, patiently watching the shopkeeper and waiting for the right moment to seize a piece of meat. The shop was crowded with customers that day. People came and went, all eager to buy their share of meat. The shopkeeper, busy attending to the endless stream of customers, had little time to notice anything else. He weighed and sold the meat, talking to each customer about their preferences and ensuring they left satisfied. Amid the chaos, the dog saw his opportunity. As soon as the shopkeeper turned his back to grab more meat, the dog sprang into action. He swiftly grabbed a large lump of meat from the counter with his teeth and bolted away before anyone could catch him. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him, the precious piece of meat clenched tightly in his jaws. The dog, now filled with joy at his successful theft, ran until he reached the bank of a river. He stopped there for a moment to catch his breath. The river was calm, and a small wooden bridge stretched across it, connecting the two sides. The dog, still clutching his prize, decided to cross the bridge and find a quiet spot on the other side where he could enjoy his meal in peace. As he trotted along the bridge, he happened to glance down into the water. To his surprise, he saw another dog staring back at him. But this wasn't any ordinary dog, it was his own reflection in the water. However, the greedy dog didn't realize it was just his reflection. What he saw was a dog holding a piece of meat in its mouth, just like him. His eyes widened with greed. That dog has meat too. He thought to himself, if I can grab that piece, I'll have two lumps of meat instead of one. His desire for more grew stronger with each passing second. Without thinking, he decided to snatch the meat from the other dog. In a foolish attempt to grab the meat, the greedy dog opened his mouth and jumped into the river, thinking he could get both pieces of meat. But as soon as he jumped, the piece of meat he was holding fell into the water with a splash. The reflection disappeared, and all he was left with was the cold, rushing water surrounding him. Panicking, the dog tried to swim, but the river's current was strong. He struggled to stay afloat, and the meat that had fallen from his mouth quickly sank into the depths of the river, lost forever. The dog, now exhausted, barely managed to swim back to the riverbank, drenched and shivering. As he lay there on the shore, panting and tired, he realized the foolishness of his actions. His greed had cost him everything. If only he had been satisfied with the piece of meat he had stolen, he would be enjoying it by now. Instead, he had nothing to show for his efforts. From that day on, the dog learned a valuable lesson: greed never brings happiness, and in trying not to take more than what is needed, one often loses everything. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more magical adventures. Until next time.